Brooklyn Independent Television.
Here she is, Miss America. Come home to Brooklyn. 23-year-old Mallory Hagen made history this year when she represented New York in the 2013 Miss America Pageant and won the coveted crown. She recently returned home to Brooklyn to make good on her promise to launch a national public awareness campaign focused on child abuse prevention. We caught up with Mallory at the District Attorney Charles Hyne's Family Justice Center, where she's helping to get the word out about an important social cause.
Your new Miss America is Miss New York. Mallory Hagen.
And there she is, Mallory Hagen, who took center stage this January to become the new Miss America 2013. I had the chance to sit down with Mallory this past summer, where she talked about her personal cause and why it matters.
For the longest time, it's something that I've wanted to speak about, but it wasn't my story to share. So my family members, many of the women in my family and a few men, have been sexually abused or were sexually abused for a number of years in their life. And it's something that's always made me harbor, I don't want to say a resentment, but a certain anger towards that situation, and that they had to deal with that, and that it's made life maybe more difficult for them than many people would actually realize.
So it hit home for you?
It absolutely hit home. I mean, it's all because it started at home.
That's one reason why Mallory recently returned to Brooklyn to meet with District Attorney Charles Hyne and to take a tour of the Family Justice Center, which he sponsors.
But they have issues around family court, child custody, support, visitation. They have issues around immigration needs. Many victims don't have legal status in the United States and are concerned about prosecuting a case or going to the police. Where each office is represented by a community-based organization, which is here to help victims and their families. So this is the central entry point. She also was a victim of domestic violence at the hands of Joe Torre's dad, who was a New York City detective.
There's nothing like the electricity of New York City, and I feel it every time I come home. I'm so happy to be here, and to be in Brooklyn is great as well. And so I'm having a blast, and I'm looking forward to being back in September.
And why is this, important now that you've seen the work that this organization is doing?
Absolutely. It's very similar to the work that's being done in the Child Advocacy Center in Brooklyn. And it's a similar feeling to when I toured there for the first time, just knowing that children only have to come to one place. So they tell their story once, and then everyone kind of works around that, which is, I think, phenomenal. And it saves not only a lot of time and effort for the families, but it gives children a place of, being able to come to one place and feel secure and safe in that one place, and know that every time they come here, it's going to be the same thing and the same people. And so I think that that's what's most important. And it definitely feels good to know that that's kind of where we're going with the justice system.
Well, for one thing, she's from Brooklyn, and she represents all of us, not only here in Brooklyn, but in New York State, in the United States. And for young women everywhere, she presents really a model of what it is to be at the forefront in terms of education, in terms of community service, public service. And this is a center that primarily serves women and children, primarily, not just women and children, but this is a place where some of her interests can really come to fruition.
A, I had permission from those family members to begin sharing their story. But B, I finally felt like, I'm 23 years old. I should be able to talk about child sexual abuse. And as adults, we all need to talk about child sexual abuse because it's something that affects everyone.
For Brooklyn Review, I'm Fred Brown.
So it's very, very exciting.
So they have this.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at brickartsmedia.org/BIT.